Hey everybody, my name is Drew Hefty. I'm the middle school pastor, and this is Andrew, and he is our middle school intern. We're excited to share with you what is coming up this month for lessons and series. We've got two big things that we're studying right now. Sorry, getting used to this webcam. You would think I'd know by now. Hi. Okay, we really want to share with you, one, what we're doing on Sunday mornings, and that is called Magwag. Magwag is man of God, woman of God, and we're going to talk about love and dating and what it means to be a biblical man and a biblical woman. Last week we started this series. We talked about love. We talked about the 6 kinds of love in the Bible, the 3 in the Old Testament, Ahava, Raya, and Dod, which is committed love, relational love, and physical love. And then in the New Testament, eros, phileo, and agape, physical, friendship love, and love that comes from God. This week we're doing define the relationship, talking about pre-dating, really like what you need to know before you start dating, kind of like define your relationship with God, define your relationship with yourself, and set up boundaries, knowing what are some things that before you even start dating, what you can know. That way when they're 30, they can be ready to date. Right, Andrew? Because you're in your 20s, so...
10 more years to go.
10 years to date.
Start dating.
Yeah, you can listen to this message on repeat for 10 years, and then you'll be ready to go.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Then next week, we're going to be talking about Woman of God, and we're going to have Sarah, our K3 director, share a little bit about what it means to be a biblical woman, and then we're going to conclude with biblical manhood. And what's great is some of those attributes of knowing what it means to be a biblical woman and a biblical man actually can apply to the opposite gender. And that's the beauty is what is, this series doesn't just mean that we're going to define a man here and a woman here, but understand what is God's purpose for all of us as men and women of God, or boys of God, because you're not ready for your little man to grow up, and that's okay. And I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the other parent that feels that way, because maybe you're like, hey, this kid, I'm ready to kick him out of the house. And they're like, Mom, I'm 11 and a half. Well, I'm 11 and 3/4, because they're probably still at the age they're counting quarters. But we're just excited for this series. The other series we're taking a look at is relationships. Friends, enemies, lovers, and leaders. And in this series, this is a Friday night family group or small group. We call them family groups so that students can feel more connected as a family. They can understand the different relationships in their life, friends, and ultimately how they are a friend of God when they are in relationship with Him. The enemies and how to love your enemy as yourself, which is amazing. That's so revolutionary, and how Jesus dives into that. And ultimately how we're enemies of God in our sin. And because of the blood of Christ, we're no longer enemies, which thank God for that, because I do not want to be His enemy. It says we are at war with God. I see how He defeats Satan at the end, so I don't think we would end well if we were enemies of God. No. Then we're going to talk about lovers. We're going to go very briefly into that, but just really what does it mean to love your spouse, and how Jesus loves the church, and we look at that metaphor in Ephesians. And then we're going to conclude with something that I think is important for students to understand, is how to respect your leaders, how to love your leaders. This could be a teacher, this could be parents, you guys, and ultimately how to love God as the leader of their life. So that's kind of what we're doing. Again, we're going to be doing Magwag, man of God, woman of God, and relationships, friends, enemies, lovers, and leaders. If you have any questions about what we are teaching on, or maybe what we're doing on Friday nights or Sunday mornings, feel free to hit us up. We love to just talk about ministry. We love to be engaged in discipleship. We have amazing family group leaders. The leaders of our youth group just really care about your students, and we're just here to partner with you. Ultimately, you are the main discipler of your kids, and we just want to know how we can partner with you best. Andrew, any closing thoughts or anything like that?
I'm just excited for this series. I know my family group has been loving the questions that we've been having on Friday nights. They've been taking it seriously more and more as we've been going on, and it's it's been a pleasure being able to minister to your children.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome time or weekend, because we're filming this on a Friday, and we're looking forward to the talent show tonight. It's going to be amazing, so we will chat with you guys soon. Look forward to this video next month as we talk about next month's series. Have a great weekend.
See ya.